A clean engine feels good. It looks sharp, smells fresh, and shows pride. But most people ruin their engines while cleaning them. One wrong spray, one missed cover, and the damage begins. Corrosion spreads, sensors fail, and what started as a quick detail turns into an expensive nightmare. These mistakes are common and extremely deadly to your car's health. So today, we are exposing every one of them. And trust me, you'll want to stick around till the end, because we've added one extra tip most people have never heard of, but it could save your engine from disaster. Ready? Let's get started. Number 11. Pressure washing electronic connectors. Pressure washing might make a car shine, but it can quietly destroy what's inside the hood. Many people assume electrical connectors are sealed tight, but most aren't. Even weatherproof ones can only handle light splashes. Hit them with a 1500 psi blast, and water sneaks inside. And once trapped, it doesn't just evaporate, it corrodes. Corrosion causes voltage drops, random misfires, dead sensors, and endless check engine lights. One small corroded connector can make a car act like it's possessed. Mechanics often end up replacing full wiring harnesses because of this single mistake, and that repair isn't cheap. Connectors are like the car's nervous system. They link every critical part together, like the ECU, injectors, ignition coils, and sensors. When they get soaked, everything starts miscommunicating. Even manufacturers like Ford and GM have warned against spraying them directly. So, when cleaning, use gentle water pressure from a distance. Heavy pressure doesn't clean, it kills. And if you have a hybrid, that makes this risk even more dangerous. Number 10. Ignoring hybrid inverters. The inverter is the heart of every hybrid. It channels energy between the motor and the battery to keep the system alive. And it's also extremely sensitive to water. Those high voltage parts are cooled and sealed, yet they're not built for pressure washing or careless sprays under the hood. Many hybrid owners treat their engine bay like a regular car. They blast away dirt with pressure sprays, thinking it's harmless, until warning lights flood the dashboard days later. Diagnostics then reveal moisture inside the inverter, and the repair bill goes up and out the roof. And if you think replacing an inverter will fix the problem, it sure will, but it will also hit your wallet like a truck. The safest way to clean it is to cover the area and gently wipe with a damp microfiber. Because when water finds its way in, the results are pure destruction. And the same rule applies to your alternator too. Number 9. Spraying water directly on the alternator. Spraying water on the alternator is one of the fastest ways to ruin it. It's not waterproof and was never meant to be. The alternator's job is to keep the battery charged, and it stays cool through open vents that allow airflow. When water gets forced into those vents, it causes instant trouble. Bearings rust, brushes corrode, and the internal windings short out. Many people find out the hard way. The car runs fine one day, and the next, the battery light appears. Soon after, the car won't hold a charge. You might hear some drivers saying they've sprayed theirs before and had no issues, but that's pure luck. Moisture can build up slowly in the alternator until one day it doesn't recover, and replacing the alternator isn't cheap. But the good news is, it's a problem you can easily prevent. The smart way is to cover the alternator with a plastic bag or foil before washing. And these few seconds of care keep the charging system alive. But cleaning mistakes don't stop there. Degreasers can do damage too. Number 8. Letting the degreaser sit on the plastic. This is a common mistake that ruins the look of an engine bay. Degreasers are made to break down grime, not bake into surfaces. And when left on a surface for too long, they start eating into plastic instead of cleaning it. The result is faded color, chalky spots, or a rough texture that never smooths out again. The heat inside an engine bay only makes things worse. Residue left behind dries faster, and once it bonds, it stains permanently. Many drivers mistake the damage for dirt, scrubbing harder and making it worse. Because on trim pieces, those white streaks and dull patches can't be buffed out. They're etched in for good. The correct approach is to spray the degreaser lightly, work it in with a soft brush or towel, then rinse or wipe it off before it dries. It's all about the timing. That's how the shine stays and the plastic lives longer. And of course, even the brush you use matters. Number 7. Using abrasive brushes. Using abrasive brushes under the hood is a recipe for regret. Some people grab wire brushes or stiff bristles and start scrubbing like they're cleaning a grill. That kind of force might remove grime, but it also destroys finishes and delicate parts. Plastics, painted metal, and even aluminum are softer than they look, and those scratches and marks trap dirt and make everything look worse over time. Not just that, rough scrubbing can also strip the protective layer off rubber hoses and wiring. Once that coating is gone, cracks, leaks, and electrical shorts start showing up. The right thing to do is to use soft detailing brushes, microfiber towels, or foam swabs for small areas. They clean without damage. And under the hood, gentle always beats aggressive. If you've made it this far, you're clearly here to learn. So before we roll into the next mistake, drop a like, hit subscribe, and fuel up for more car care secrets. Ready? Let's get back to it. Number 6. Forgetting to disconnect the battery. This one might seem harmless, but it's a gamble with electricity. Many people skip it, thinking it's only needed for major repairs. But the truth is, all it takes is one stream of water or cleaner touching the wrong terminal, and sparks start flying. That quick jolt can fry a fuse box or even shut the entire car down. And it happens faster than most expect. Disconnecting the negative terminal takes less than a minute, and it removes the risk of short circuits or draining the battery while cleaning. Some professionals leave it connected for light detailing, but when doing a deep clean, safety comes first. And don't forget to always use a proper wrench to loosen the terminal and move it aside, so it can't snap back into place. A single minute of care can save hours of frustration, a tow truck call, and your money. But if you think forgetting to disconnect the battery is the only risk, reconnecting too soon can ruin all that effort you just made. Number 5. Reconnecting the battery while wet. Reconnecting the battery while it's still wet is one of those mistakes that turns a safe cleaning into a costly mess. Many people do everything right, disconnect, clean carefully, and then rush the final step. Moisture around the terminals is all it takes to cause trouble. The moment the power returns, water can create tiny arcs or even short the circuit. Burnt terminals, instant corrosion, and blown fuses often start this way. One careless reconnection can undo all the careful work. The simple rule is to let everything dry. Wipe the battery case, posts, and the area around them with a clean microfiber towel. If possible, use compressed air to clear any trapped moisture. Check twice before reconnecting, and when the terminals are fully dry, tighten the cables securely and confidently. That extra minute of patience keeps the electrical system safe and saves a lot of stress later. Speaking of chemicals, the next one can quietly melt your plastics. Number 4. Using brake cleaner on plastic parts. Brake cleaner is designed to blast away oil and grease from metal surfaces, not delicate materials under the hood. Spray it on plastic or rubber, and the results can be ugly. Covers turn brittle, hoses swell, and trim loses color fast. The cleaner doesn't just remove grime, it dissolves the compounds that keep plastics flexible. Once those plasticizers are gone, parts start cracking and crumbling over time. Even wire insulation can break down after repeated exposure, leading to electrical issues later. Many people only realize the damage when it's too late and pieces start falling apart. The safer route is to use cleaners made for engine bays or plastic surfaces. Products like Griot's Araj Engine Bay Cleaner or Chemical Guy's All Clean cut through grime without harming the finish. They're made to clean, not destroy, and that small switch keeps everything under the hood looking factory fresh. But even clean parts can hide danger when water stays trapped. Number 3. Ignoring trapped water pockets. This is one of the sneakiest ways to ruin an engine bay. Water doesn't always drip away like it should. It hides, collects under wiring harnesses, around coil packs, in corners of the intake, and along the firewall. From the outside, everything looks dry, but underneath, moisture sits and waits. And sometime later, that trapped water starts creeping into connectors or corroding bolts. It causes rough starts, random misfires, and even full no-start situations. In warm areas, it can also create that damp, musty smell that never seems to leave. Most people never notice until the damage is already done. So to prevent this from happening, grab compressed air or a leaf blower after washing and chase water out of tight spaces. Lift covers, check corners, and dry every spot you can reach. 5 minutes of extra effort can save weeks of frustration later. But this one was after you're done washing. The next common mistake happens before the rinse even starts. Number 2. Forgetting to cover sensitive parts before rinsing. The engine bay is full of components that hate water: alternators, fuse boxes, air intakes, relays, and battery terminals. A single splash in the wrong spot can lead to corrosion, short circuits, or sensors failing days later. Many people rinse freely, assuming a quick spray won't hurt anything. But once water sneaks into a connector or relay, it's hard to remove. That trapped moisture slowly eats away at metal contacts, creating mysterious issues that seem to appear out of nowhere. The solution is quick and simple. Before rinsing, cover the sensitive areas with plastic bags, foil, or purpose-made engine bay covers. It only takes a few minutes, but it prevents serious electrical damage. Even professional detailers never skip this step. Careful rinsing protects the heart of the car and keeps future problems from ever starting. And finally, let's discuss one of the dirtiest dangers: hidden oil buildup. Number 1. Overlooking oil contamination. Oil and grease don't come off with water. A hose just spreads them around. That thin film seeps into corners, collects dust, and turns into a sticky sludge that traps heat. And over time, that heat starts breaking down hoses, wires, and plastic parts. Regular degreasers can miss the mark. Heavy spots need petroleum-targeted cleaners. Think about gunk engine degreaser gel, or CRC, Brocklene non-chlorinated in a plastic-safe formula. These products dissolve oil without leaving residue and lift the mess so it can be wiped away cleanly. Skip this step, and problems grow. Oil creeps along seams, rubber hardens and cracks, and belts glaze. Insulation cooks. In extreme cases, small engine bay fires can start, all from films that never got treated correctly. To prevent this, use the right cleaner. Let it dwell as directed, agitate with a soft brush, and then wipe away and rinse lightly. Work patiently instead of blasting. This way, the bay will stay cleaner, temperatures will stay lower, and parts will last longer. And before you go, here's one quick move that most people overlook right at the end of their cleaning routine. The bonus tip we promised: spraying water on upward-facing connectors. Now, this is something that can cause electrical chaos if ignored. Some connectors under the hood face straight up, like tiny cups waiting to collect water. Spray directly on them, and you've just filled them with trouble. The moisture seeps into the pins, rusts them out, and starts a chain of mysterious warning lights. The fix is pretty easy. Cover them or wipe gently around them. 1 minute of care saves hours of chasing electrical chaos later. That's a wrap. Stay sharp, clean smart, and keep that engine alive. Did you find the video helpful? Let us know in the comments. and click here for the next one. Thanks for watching, and see you there.